Experts in US, Europe invite UN and International Criminal Court demand urgent intervention. To my dear listeners, before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe, and share. Good morning and welcome to today's news. Urge the incoming Trump administration to adopt the report as working document on human rights and international development partnership policies on Nigeria and its government. A group of distinguished international scholarly experts, clergymen, and human rights crusaders have thrown their weight behind the two recent special international reports unveiled by expert leaders of the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law Inter-Society. The two reports unveiled on Sunday, December 22, 2024, in Enugu contained shocking and chilling revelations regarding the war zone situation in eastern Nigeria, particularly in the southeast, covering August 2015 to December 2024. In a statement issued today, January 1, 2025, from Chicago, Illinois, USA, the coalition urged the United Nations and International Criminal Court to intervene urgently and investigate claims contained in the report titled Ocean of Innocent Blood Flowing in Eastern Nigeria and Human Rights Made in Nigeria. The report, according to Inter Society, is a catalogue of the armed state actual and armed non-state actual atrocities in the East since August 2015 or in the past 9 years and 4 months, August 30th, 2015, December 31st, 2024, during which the Nigerian Security Forces (NSFs) unlawfully killed 32,300 defenseless citizens, including the abducted and disappeared, tortured and bodily lacerated tens of thousands, burnt down or razed 6,000 civilian homes valued at over 450 billion naira, raided 300 defenseless Igbo communities, sacked their 180,000 inhabitants and frightened and forced over 1 million others to flee their homes. We hereby call on the UN Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial, summary or arbitrary executions, the UN Special Rapporteur on torture and other cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment, the UN Special Rapporteur on human rights and religious freedom, the UN Special Rapporteur on human rights defendants, the UN Special Rapporteur on human rights or of the internally displaced people, the UN Working Group on Arbitrary Arrest and Detention, the UN Special Rapporteur on the right to adequate housing anti-domicile, the UN Special Rapporteur on basic principles of justice for victims of crime and abuse of office, and UN Special Rapporteur on trafficking in persons, the United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs, New York, USA, and the Chief Prosecutor of the International Criminal Court (ICC) to urgently intervene, investigate, and identify and hold armed state actor and armed non-state actor perpetrators involved accountable and sanction those public office holders, aiding, abetting, and sponsoring them appropriately. We also urge the incoming Trump administration in the United States to adopt the report as a working document on the assessment of Nigerians' human rights records and the USA's future international development partnership with the government of Nigeria. The coming Donald administration is particularly called upon to ensure that the government of Nigeria is compelled to respect the international freedom of worship or belief or risk being enlisted in the country of the particular concerned CPC under the International Religious Freedom Act IRFA of 1998. In line with the Inter-Society 76 recommendations contained in its special report, we are calling on Nigerian international development partners, including member states of EU, the United States, the United Kingdom and the Canada to 1. Critically study the report and have them reflected in future development and defense, security and safety support or aids, as well as support for promotion of democracy, rule of law, human rights and humanitarian assistance to government of Nigeria and ensure that such support or aids are not channeled into instruments of violence or state terror and persecution against defenseless members of the eastern civilian population and their properties, particularly on the grounds of faith or religion and ethnicity. The coalition said in the statement signed on its behalf by Mazi Luke Unwanunu, Coordinator Prof. Justin Akwijieze, Reverend Father Ignatius Nze Amadiebube Mbama, Chief John Ugona, Greg American, Mr. Bernard Walter Swiss.
Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.